Okay, yay, so this is not going to be the prettiest video. Then again, I probably will not be making the prettiest of videos for a while. Um, yeah, so, um, hey puppy, puppy, he's so cute. Isn't he so cute? Look at him. Anyways, so, ah, there's a thing I've been trying to figure out for years, and it's this thing where my mind feels different. It feels alien, not like me. It's bizarre. Um, and it's sometimes frightening. But what I'm thinking I'm figuring out is, okay, so I dissociate, so that impacts my experience with the world around me. And I think I finally figured it out. I can take a while to piece things together. I can be a little slow at times. So I think that is just also my mind being dissociated, and like possibly being dissociated from my mind. I'm having trouble figuring this out and figuring out the words to use. So I don't know. But it's I feel like I'm finally getting grip on it. Like I can kind of trust that, okay, it feels weird and it's frightening and upsetting, but well, potentially frightening and upsetting. Sometimes it's just like whatever. Um, but it also makes me oh, what's it? It can make me question yeah, now I'm drawing a blank because my brain, I'm like, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to think about it. These are the things I have to think about and sort out in my head, um, so that I can be comfortable with myself again. Um, yeah, so backing up. So I think that's just. Okay, backing up even further. So dissociation and interaction with the real world. Not that the brain isn't real, but that's anyways. IRL, that is literally calling this thing around me the real world and my brain not the real world. I am really rambly. You're just gonna have to get used to me being rambly these days because I'm seriously figuring this out as I'm going, and that's going to result in rambling. Um, if I tried to make these videos all perfect and yay, then they probably wouldn't happen. Um, Puppy, again, just give Puppy some time. So, Puppy says hi. Actually, Puppy doesn't know what I'm doing, and he just wants the chocolate muffin that's like right next to me. But anyways, so dissociation and experiencing dissociation with the world around me, it can feel different things, but like there is like just a, a layer of film between me and the world, or like I'm looking through my eyes but not present. Um, it can even sometimes feel like, at its worst, it can feel like I'm trying to navigate a Picasso painting. The world has become a Picasso painting, and I'm trying to figure out how to get around in it or whatever. And that's the point where I'm like, this is too much. I'm gonna go sit down in one place and not have to move because, I mean, even yeah, I mean, even at times it becomes so difficult that I have to walk a few steps, stop, figure out, oh, okay, this is my surroundings, this is how things have changed from where they were a couple steps ago. Okay, awesome. Take a couple more steps, stop, reassess, figure that out. And when it's bad, I can even have trouble navigating around other people. Like, okay, this part of my world just moved from here to there. I have to stop and reassess. Oh, but they're moving again, and I haven't had time to reassess. And now they're moving again, and fuck, how do I do this? So, yeah, that sucks. So basically, I'm just trying. I'm finally figuring out that, okay, this impacts also how my brain feels, how my mind feels. And trying to figure out that instead of just being like, that's scary, I don't want to think about it. So I guess I'll be trying to explore that further in another video. I'm also going to tack onto this another video I made a couple months ago, or some time ago, about dissociation and how it impacts me, and I was just, yeah, I'm gonna go right into that. Okay, the battery is low. Hopefully I can do this before my battery dies. So, yeah, if I were like a rational person or whatever, I would not be filming this right now. I was trying to go to bed, and then I was like, okay, I feel like I need to talk about this. I need to make a video, because it feels like it would be easier to do that than write it out. I don't know why. That's just how it felt. My bed's unmade, whatever. I'm like halfway into pajamas, whatever. Anyways, but so yeah, I wanted to talk about dissociation and derealization, and what is the most frustrating thing about it to me. So derealization is feeling disconnected from reality, like reality isn't real. Depersonalization is like I'm not really here, or it's this really weird thing. But I mainly have I mainly experience derealization, and this is an actual disorder of derealization and depersonalization disorder. Excuse me. I have not been diagnosed, but from everything I've seen, I have all the symptoms. So, yeah. So the most frustrating thing. So I mean, there are day-to-day things that really get me in the moment, that can be so difficult to navigate the world when I'm on a bad day. But what I think is going to bother me more long term is how I relate to my pet cat, who I tried to bring in here for this, but he didn't want to be in here. Have my puppy in here though. Not sure if he'll poke his head up. But anyways, so first of all, I got my first cat when I was in first grade. He was a pretty tuxedo kitty, kind of scruffy. He was always scruffy. I named him Socks. And, yeah, he was so pretty. Also really sweet, even though he was also a biter. And then I got Cocopel when I was, I don't know, about 16-ish, 15, I'm not sure exactly. And Cocopel is also a tuxedo kitty, which is relevant because, I mean, I've always been able to tell them apart, because you have two animals, critters, that look very similar to each other, and but if you get to know them, then it's like, oh yeah, I could tell them apart easily. But apparently my brain, when derealizing, has trouble with that. So the thing is, Socks is no longer with us. Of course, I got him in first grade, and I'm now 30 years old. Kokobel is with us. So in Socks's final years, he just got more scraggly. He was having health issues. He was on meds. He lost. I think the meds probably caused the puppy. You're leaving me. I have to let him out. He's gonna whine. Oh. There you go. And he's gonna want back in a few minutes, I'm sure, but that's okay. So, now they're barking. Whatever. Oof. So. So Socks was not doing well health-wise. Weakness in his hind legs. He started walking differently and that, but he hung on for quite a while. And when I think of Socks, that's usually how I think of him. I mean, I can remember when he was younger and like, just yeah, but that's how I remember him. So, Kokobel, my kitty, who I still have, he started having health problems a couple of years ago. He, it's basically an autoimmune disorder that's more common in dogs. My cat has it, so whatever. And he's on meds, I think the same meds that Socks was on, and his meds, it's a situation of where the disease will kill him, but his life can be lengthened by going on these meds, but the meds also damage him. So it's like the cure is not worse than the disease, but the cure will fuck him up. So he's not as scraggly as Socks was, but he's scraggly. He's more scruffy than he ever was before. He's also walking differently. He's lost strength in his hind legs, and yeah, I'm getting to the bit that's really getting me, and now he wants in, of course. Hey. That's my mom's dog barking. And my cat's out there, was looking at me, but he still doesn't want in, so whatever. Look. Did I already say that? Probably. Anyways. So, hey puppy. Okay, you can sit there. But he's very clearly not Socks, but he reminds me of Socks. The way he walks, the weakness in his hind legs, just the fact that he's getting older and he's in his final year or years of life. I don't know how much time he has left. And he's just reminding me of Socks so much when he's like this. He's still my little baby Kokobel, but he's, yeah, also reminds me of Socks. So thing is, when derealization hits, rationally, logically, I can totally keep track of the fact that it is Kokobel in front of me. But emotionally, it's like I'm seeing a ghost. It's like, this isn't real. This cat, oh, this is more how I remember Socks being than really how I mean, I'm still not used to Kokobel being this way. I'm not used to Kokobel looking like this. So when I'm derealizing and the world is not real, I look at him and I see Socks. And it's like, okay, but Socks is gone. I am seeing a ghost. And where's my cat? And rationally, I can keep track of this and know. So rationally, it's not like I'm actually confused. But there's that emotional disconnect from my cat because I'm looking at him and I'm seeing a ghost. And I mean, I can just sit here repeating myself all night because it's rationally, I know it's my cat, but emotionally, I'm like, but where's my cat? And it sucks because I know this is the final years of his life, and instead of being able to just spend all my time just being like, my kitty, Cocopel, Socks is gone, this is Cocopel here. Cocopel who I can focus my energy and love on. I spend, instead of being able to be that, I'm like, there's this time that I'm instead just emotionally confused and not being able to really, I don't know how to say it. Feels so wrong to say emotionally connect with my cat. Really properly be there for my cat, whatever. It's this distance that I don't want. And it sucks. I mean, the day-to-day, derealizing, I mean, I have good days, I have bad days, so it's not always bad. I have horrible days sometimes. It can be really difficult to navigate a world that doesn't feel real, and that sucks. That sucks. But once I get this under control, I keep saying I will get this under control, that'll be like, okay, that's in the past, whatever. But this thing with Cocopel, it's like, yeah, that's time I'm not gonna get back. So, yeah, that sucks. And I keep just wanting to talk about it now, and basically at this point now I just need to hash it out with someone, because I feel like I need response back to me instead of just saying it to my camera. But yeah. And I didn't turn off the filtrations for my fish tanks over there, so they're over there making noise. Oops. So if you enjoyed this, hit like, or thought it was cool, awesome, whatever, hit like. Not that my dissociation is cool or awesome, but you know what I mean. Maybe, hopefully, I don't know. Anyways, subscribe if you want more. And yeah, awesome. Bye.